I'm Heather Thompson. I own, manage, and I am also the trainer at Diamond H Performance Horses in Amarillo, Texas. When I was a kid, I didn't even know horse trainers existed. I was managing a thoroughbred farm in Point Blank, Texas, and his business just started not going good, and I just had people asking me to start their call to train their horses, and so I just decided, hey, I guess I'll just start training horses. And in a week's time I had 3 horses, in 2 weeks' time I had 6.
Wow.
Getting the proper facilities and the funding to go behind to get that's been the hardest problem. But there's just a lot of overhead that I don't think people think about when they realize what it takes to run this business. And so along the way, that would be the biggest problem, I think, especially at getting started, because you need to have the facilities to train out of to make the money. I'd say the biggest thing I do different is ride in 25-mile-an-hour winds and 30-degree temperatures. I ride with other trainers. I go to Gainesville area and I ride with another trainer there often, and it's like plush compared to this atmosphere. You never even have to step outside. You go from the barn to saddle up, you stay and recover, and you ride into where you're going to ride. I don't know that it sets me apart so much as it gets my horses more exposure. I remember when I started this in Point Blank, Texas, we don't get much wind down there, it's humidity. So if it was a 10-mile-an-hour wind that day, we were like, oh my gosh, it's too windy to ride. But here we're like, it's a nice breeze today. We love 10-mile-an-hour winds. So I think it's good for the horses, and being out here, and since I've been building this place for the last year, it helps there's a lot going on. When I start taking my 2 girls to town, they'll be more broke. And this is a very physically demanding job. And that's one of my things. If something was to happen to me and I couldn't do this, a college degree would give me something to fall back on. I don't know that I would do anything differently, because I look at all of that as it was my lessons to get to where I am now. If I would say anything, if I could turn things back, I wish I was more like I am now, more confident and not such an introvert. I would have been better off with people sooner. But anything else, like, I've made mistakes with the horses. I'm sure I still make mistakes training the horses, but I'm not going to say that I wish I wouldn't have done them, because that's how I've learned.
My name is DeCarla Lambert, and we run about a 200-head cow-calf operation. I have done this since I was old enough to help my dad. This is the 3rd generation, and Jared will be the 4th generation on this ranch. Pretty much anything that's done, I am a part of. I do the banking, I do the paperwork go to the bank and get the loans. Jared and I band and tag calves every day. I drive a tractor. Whatever's needed, I do it, I guess. I make the decisions based on what the problem is, not on whether I'm a man or a woman. Make the decisions that we need to make based on the problem, not on my gender. You better be ready to get dirty. You might not get as much respect, and people might not think you know what you're doing. They'll decide to do it for you rather than letting you do it yourself, which sometimes that's a good thing, but I grew up doing it. I didn't have a choice. I loved it. I begged my dad to come back and help him, and he told me no, and I went through school and wound up back doing it anyway. I definitely believe that it is. I mean, they're going to assume because you're a woman, you don't know what you're doing. There's days I don't. I think there needs to be a balance, because I think women bring things to the table that men don't, especially in your vet care and things like that. Women look at handling animals different. I think you need both. I don't think there needs to be a domination by one or the other.